especially women, we need to be honest with our children, because when you're not, you will become the blame later on.
Told me that marrying me was the biggest mistake he's made in his life.
Would you date a single mother? You proceeded to tell me that you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother.
You really look messed up right now. Look at your hair.
I've been taking care of Quan by myself.
When really and truly, daddy just did not want to deal with mama no more because she's toxic as hell.
You guys are supposed to help young single women, single moms.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
One of the biggest mistakes we make as mothers, especially single mothers, many of us, is that we don't tell our children the truth about their fathers, about their other parent. You know, because we love our children so much, we think that we need to shield them from the truth and protect them from what their parent truly is. And oftentimes when we do that, we assume the blame for that parent's dysfunction. You know, if we're not telling our sons that, hey, the reason why your father's not at these basketball games is because I called him, I showed you I called him, he didn't show up, I've let you, you know, if we're not telling them the truth, and we keep on saying nothing about it so that that man can get with our child one-on-one and say, yeah, your mom ain't tell me nothing about no game. You know your mom don't. Lying the whole time. That's why these little boys grow up despising women, because we're not telling them the truth about their fathers. Their dad's in jail. Tell them that their daddies is in jail. Don't tell them they in school. Too many sisters have, you know, fathers that are in jail telling their child that their father is in school. Or if their father is in jail, they ain't telling the child the truth. Your father makes horrible decisions, and these are the repercussions of his actions, and he sacrificed being here with you because of his own selfishness. But mommy is here every day with you. And if you're a single father, reverse it, okay? But what I'm saying is, as the primary parent, especially women, we need to be honest with our children, because when you're not, you will become the blame later on, because that man ain't gonna sit with that child and tell him the truth and say, nah, I was out here with another woman and one word about you. I was so focused on getting money that I didn't, you know, have time to come back and take care of you. Yeah, your mama called me and I just didn't show up. Yeah, your mama told me that you had that event at school and I just didn't show up. Yeah, I know what school you went to and I just chose. They ain't gonna tell him that. And your child will blame you in the end and become a chef way. I understand wanting to give our child this idealistic idea of their parent. But if it ain't true, you're setting your child up for failure, because they're going to realize one day that that parent ain't who they are, and they'll be mad at you for that. And secondly, you're diminishing all that you've done. You out here busting to provide all of this for your child, but you giving somebody else credit. I used to do for Christmas, not put nobody's name on the present. Whole time my son's father might have brought 3 gifts. I got about 30 out here, and I ain't putting nobody's name on it, and my son thinking that everybody done equally contributed. Guess what? Nah, we don't do that no more. You gonna come in with what you bought and put your name on it, and I'm gonna put what I bought on my name on it, and he gonna know on Christmas who busted and saved up to make sure that he had this experience. And it is what it is. It's not my job to prove that he's a good father. That's his job.
You see that? You see that negative? Man, she was the most negative, but it proves a point, right? Not only that she was negative, look what she said. That their father's in jail. Look how rough she is. Now, what are you doing? What is the father doing in jail? Why are women having babies with these guys? Women are actually going down to the jailhouse to put money in these guys' books. Most women don't want the regular guy. No, that woman should have chose a good dude. The good dude that makes 40, 50,000 a year. She should have chose him. Pass him up. The nice guy that wants to know how her day was, that wants to know everything about her. Pass him up for the degenerates. and then turn around and say this. Men are getting tired of it.
So the other day, my husband, who I've been married to for 17 years, but am now going to be divorcing, told me that marrying me was the biggest mistake he's made in his life. And I responded to it with like sarcasm and kind of snark, like me, like marrying me, I'm the biggest mistake that you've ever made. Because that's how I usually have responded to those types of comments that he makes over the years. But later on, afterward, I kind of sat in my room and I actually cried. I cried about it, like sobbed, actually. And I thought to myself that this is actually a good sign, because I have spent so many years in our marriage listening to comments like that. You know, you've ruined my life. You took all my money. You're the worst person.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
And I've like numbed myself to it over the years. Like I just kind of...
Whoa. I got to stop that. You ruined my life. You took all my money. I don't think he was saying that before you got divorced. You're about to divorce him, so you're about to take all of his money. He's saying that now. I'm sure. And this woman I reacted to her before, complaining about the same things, talking about why she's getting divorced. Now, look at you. You're divorcing a man. Of course he feels like this. That man is hurt to his core. Then the second, not the minute, the second he shows he's getting by without you, which he will. That's why I divorced. I'm so sad. I can't believe my life is crazy. I can't go on without him. Ridiculous.
Kind of numb myself or made excuses like, oh, he's just stressed, he's angry, or he's, going through a lot. And I just kind of went along with it but to get through it, I just kind of had to numb myself. And I guess in a way, like had to diminish my own humanity to not let these things get to me. So I wouldn't like fall apart. I had 2 kids to raise, a family to keep going. Like I couldn't afford to be hurt. You know what I mean? Now that I don't want to be married anymore, I am really telling myself that it's time for me to reclaim my humanity. And that means that there's going to be things that are going to be said to me that are going to hurt me. And I'm going to go ahead and like absorb that hurt. I'm going to feel the feelings. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to intellectualize. I'm just going to feel it. Let my emotions freely flow. And if that means I cry, I cry. If that means I get angry, I get angry. I'm going to feel again. I'm going to be a human being again. And that's probably one of the things I'm looking forward to in this entire process is I just want to be a person again.
As a single mom, I decided I'm never going to be bitter. Like, I decided that long ago. That's never going to be my story. But what I don't take away from myself is the moments where I experience anger or, frustration at the fact that, it's a 24/7 job. Unless I reach out to family or some kind of care, I'm doing it. It's all on me, while the other party is to live like a rock star, I accept that, but when those moments of anger come, I don't punish myself for that. I think it's human. I think I work through it and, bring myself back to gratefulness for being the one seeing the moments in his life. But when you experience those moments of anger, don't feel like a failure because you experienced that. Like, it's normal. Work through it and then move past it.
I'm not going to be bitter while the other party gets to live like a rock star. Bitter.
My point exactly.
How you say that and then you bitter as hell? Like, that's the wild thing. Now, if a man, like really, I'm in the same position. But if I could take my son then, like when I first moved to the Philippines, I was 32 years old, right? I could have took my son and brought him here. I can take my son now and bring him here, but I can't take him. Why? There's going to be so many stipulations of why I can't bring him across these waters. But I could bring him here. He'd be fine. But guess who would hurt? Guess who would feel it? But there's no problems with my situation. But still, you don't say that I'm not going to be bitter single mom and then show you are. because that's what you are.
I truly feel like one of the harder parts for me about being a single parent is not having anybody to share the happy moments with. There are just so many moments where I'm so amazed by Kylo, and I wish I had somebody to just celebrate him with. Of course, like the big milestones like walking and crawling, and those are something that are like celebrated by everybody, but it's like the smaller, more intimate moments where I just really crave having somebody that cares about those moments as much as I do. And at times I'm really thankful that I get them all to myself, and it's kind of just like such a unique and special experience that I have as Kylo's mom. I feel like nobody else will kind of ever know him in the way that I do. But I just feel like there's a joy that's meant to be shared in parenthood when you're watching your kid grow up and learn things that I'm really missing out on as a single mom. And I know someday I'll have somebody that like looks at Kylo and just wants to celebrate him with me. But right now I get really emotional when Kylo does something that's really smart or really cool, and there's just kind of nobody to celebrate that moment with.
Can we just take a moment to like understand that when a woman, I am not gonna do this right now. When a woman is going through postpartum, that it's like almost worse than going through pregnancy, like emotionally, hormonally. Can we take a minute to understand that? So please excuse me if my emotions are high one day and low the next. Please excuse me if I may say or do some things that are out of character. You know what I mean? Like, please excuse me if I may have an ex that really didn't do me too good, but because I just had his baby 2 months ago, maybe I'm a little bit upset that he's not around anymore. You know, I'm allowed to feel those emotions, but can we please understand what a woman goes through postpartum? It's not easy. Am I the only one?
And I asked, would you date a single mother? You proceeded to tell me that you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother.
Oh, absolutely.
However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay.
No accountability.
If you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. Because women can choose and make a choice. They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
But we're not talking about that. That's not the situation that
listen, hold on. A woman can say, I want to date less than 5'8". And the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
what does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
So every time it's saying something for a man,
bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back. Car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of zero.
The delusion.
Diminish the man. Because he doesn't want to lower himself and date a single mom. But that's the thing. Bitter single mothers have to realize they made the biggest mistake of their life, having that kid. When you were younger, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have this kid to keep him. A lot of women do that. I'm going to have this kid to keep him. They don't think, oh, this guy is selling cocaine on the street. He's going to go to jail. Just like the first woman said. She's thinking, I'm going to get that money. And then now he's locked up. Now she's saying, I'm giving the kid everything for Christmas. Like, that's stuff that happens. And women continuously do this. And God's getting tired of it.
No, you're not going to push my son. You're not,
Like,
don't.
What you think you doing up there?
What's wrong with you?
Why you at my job with it?
What's wrong with you?
Look, I know you dumb, but is you slow? Like, for real, Shawty?
Why you keep denying my son?
Because, look, bro, look, man. Hold on, man. Man, put that down. You about to get me fired. Look, Shawty, you know I'm on my last strike. Why you coming up here with all that?
When was the last time you looked after your son? You act like you don't know him. You act like you don't know me. Why would you block me?
Look at how you dress. You coming up to my job like this?
You
like for real? You look like you just woke up, Shawty. You really
Is
look
that-
messed up right now. Look at your hair.
I've been taking
This shit
care
all
of
over the
Quan
place.
by myself.
You can't make this up.
You the one wanted to have a baby. You knew what it was when you met with me.
Are you
I'm
serious?
a real one. I ain't out here taking care of no kids. Shawty, calm down. Like, hey, bro, come on, get out of here with your
Are you
mama.
serious?
Bro, come on, man. Get out of here
Don't.
with your mama.
No. It's your turn. No.
So I need some money?
Yeah, we do. Actually,
So
we
you
do.
need a little
School
dub or
is about to
something?
start.
Need a little dub or
You
something?
think a $20 is gonna take care of Quan? See, that's your problem, Javon. Grow up.
Look,
You're
man.
childish as hell. Grow up. That's what you need to
I
do.
gave you a 10.
You grown and you acting like a little child. Grow up.
You picked him.
Else knew that you could pump your gas while your car's on.
You can't. It'll blow up.
No, you can't. My kid's over here. You can't. No, you can. You can.
That was like the one thing you couldn't do.
You can, but it's not advisable.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
To have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life.
Am I getting child support? I take the financially stable. They're financially financially stable.
Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good. We can pay the bills and help take care of them.
These women, man, this is the problem. This is what women in a community would rather. They would rather a man pay the bills, right? Because what's the word? Men don't pay anything. When actually having a man there is definitely more important for the child. If it's a little boy, that little boy can end up ruined, end up turning to the streets, end up going to jail, end up being degenerate. With a father there for that discipline, and the little girl can end up turning to the pole. Fathers are the great equalizers. Women don't understand it, but you need to. But women don't understand. That's how they make the biggest mistake of their life, because their kids end up ruined, end up being another statistic, another part of the system, another victim.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm on child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them. That's exactly what my conversation was like right now with the client. What in the world is going on with this world? I couldn't believe my eyes.
You shocked? You shouldn't claim the kid. That's your kid, but he has no parental rights. What are you thinking?
You guys are really gonna charge me for being late?
Offer you a payment program?
Yes, and I've been working with it.
No,
You guys are supposed to help.
No, you're getting
No.
your
That has nothing to do with it. You guys are supposed to help people with low income. I don't have any help.
You have help.
And I've been paying my payment plan. I've been on time. I am late, and I said it won't happen again.
We do help you. Quan, you have to
Quan,
come
get back
now.
here. Quan.
You gotta come back.
Quan.
CPS is coming to get you, young man. I'm sorry, you're not going home with your
Why?
mom. You believe your mom is neglecting you.
I am not neglecting.
He comes in here with dirty clothes. He's hitting kids. He doesn't listen. He's breaking all our toys. You're late.
I don't have a washer or a dryer. We gotta go to the laundromat.
Damn, last Friday you came and picked him up at 11 o'clock at night.
I had to work.
That's not my problem.
What am I supposed to do? I can't send. He's too young for me to send him in an Uber.
Okay. So I've been instructed to tell you that if you don't pay your late fees and you don't want CPS to take him, you're going to have to find another daycare, ma'am. I'm sorry. We cannot sit here and do this. I'm sorry. We cannot.
I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. You guys are supposed to help young, single women, single moms
Delusional.
like me. How are you helping?
Your son is the only kid in the whole daycare left.
You're coming for me. I'm doing the best. What am I supposed to do?
Should have had him.
Emotional, damn it.
Wow. She's right. She said it. You shouldn't have had him.
I have kids, but I'm not a person that particularly likes to date people with kids anyways. So,
Why is it?
I don't like to deal with drama.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys that they don't want to date
women with kids.
What you say? You
That's not a
saying
man,
drama?
Well, let me pick that up.
Yeah,
That's not a man.
The men that don't date women with kids, I understand where they're coming from, because no man want to play Mr. Cleanup guy, right?
Why not?
What is it that you can offer me that you haven't given to another man?
Oh my goodness.
This is the reason why I'm saying that, because one, you shared your youth, your fertility, and your womb with another man. So why should I give up my resources to take care of your kids?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm being very serious.
That's some.
Excuse me?
If you are a man that has children, to say that to a woman that has children, it almost sounds, it's narcissistic as hell.
Stupid are you?
So stupid. So just.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are your kids are going to be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that.
See?
I would never.
But
Because you would never ask me how my kids would be an asset to you.
That's the thing.
That's insanity.
So to come in there and share his resources with your kids?
What is the resources that he's sharing with my children?
His finances.
I don't need them.
Because Vic, that's cap. If a man is dating a woman, at some point in time, Vic, a woman is going to want a man to share his finances in the household.
Yes, they will. And men aren't doing it.
This guy, he was so low vibration. He wasn't even willing to spend $150 to spend an afternoon with a woman like me.
On
That's
a first
some
date?
Right? That's some low vibe.
No, I was gonna say 150 on a first date is kind of
Well,
wild.
when you get to my level,
on a first date,
that's nothing. Normal first dates for me are thousands of dollars.
that's insane. That's not really what's happening.
Usually it's like free to
to go to
have
the
people's
beach,
time.
like
Like
it's just a first date. You're
Yeah.
getting to know the
Yeah.
person. This isn't like you're my girlfriend. I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars on you.
But here's the thing, when you're an expert psychoanalyst, you don't need that. You know the person instantly. So I have that gift. I don't need all this time to get to know a man. I don't need it. I know right away. Almost like what you would think of as a psychic, right into you, right away. I know exactly what you got going on because I'm such a master at the human psyche. I'm very educated. Again, I'm not a typical woman walking around. I can coach women through some basic skills. You don't have to be my level. But it's street smarts. You read vibes. You don't read what they say.
Lady, you are not street smart. That woman that was talking to you, the black woman, was probably street smart. You said that. Man, this is comedy. This is comedy. But the woman said it right. Both women see it the same way. She said, a man doesn't need to spend thousands, not even 150. Men are looking for those kind of women like that there, right? That were on the panel. There's still some left. You can find it, but so far, so few. Men don't know who. So far, so few. Men don't know who. So what do? Search other places.
Parental alienation, very, very common in the West, especially in the Black community, because we were programmed to believe all women, so mama is right and daddy is a deadbeat. When really and truly, daddy just did not want to deal with mama no more because she's toxic as hell. It's not that he didn't want to have a relationship with his kids, he just didn't want to have a relationship with her. So what she did, she used his kids against him. She filled his kids' heads with lies, saying that, oh, he's not here because he does not love you, which is a complete lie. We're talking about it because we're exposing it. The narrative that black men are deadbeats and black men aren't good fathers, and in 2024, because the evidence show that is so. Now, people gonna say, oh well, you're attacking black women, you're talking negative about black women, but hear me. If this does not apply to you, why are you mad?
That's a good point.
If this is not your situation, why are you trying to silence those who are talking out against the situation? Think about those things.
No, she's right. Chanel is right. Listen, it needs to be spoken about. Shout it to the mountaintops, and it'll keep being shouted, because I'll be here.
You know what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not gonna order the lobster and steak.
Right.
I'm just not going to do that. I just think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're going to pay if you're the cut, you don't understand, but I'm going to always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
Yeah,
I always ask
something
that.
about that is so special to me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. And it's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it, it's just, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. Men want women like that. Not even just offer the tip. My wife pays the bill sometimes, and I pay her. And like a lot of times, she'll pay the bill. I think it's because I pay it, but I'm gonna talk about that. I want to talk about the consideration, right? The reciprocation. My wife, I remember when I first got with her, I didn't have it at the time. I didn't. I have it more now. At the time, I had nothing. What did she do? She worked with me. She helped build me up, right? Not to break me down, but to move through life with me. And that's the kind of woman guys want. And guys are finding that woman through any means necessary. And I expect them to do what they need to do to find a woman. They're doing that because they realize it's definitely more to life than dealing with a woman that ain't like that.
He ain't lying.